Hey guys, you're watching the EJ Tech Show. I'm Soham and today I've got with me the Oppo Find X3 Pro. Now, this isn't a phone review. In fact, this phone has not even been launched in India. The reason I have it with me is because I've been using it to test out Oppo's latest ColorOS 12 operating system based on Android 12. So in this video, I'm going to go over the best features that I found on ColorOS 12. So if you do enjoy it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Editor G channel for more tech reviews. Oppo has built ColorOS 12 to be more accessible to more people, and it shows. Not only is everything in the user interface well spaced and uncluttered, there's more optimization for languages other than just English, including 13 Indian languages. I tried using it in Hindi, and barring third-party app names, pretty much everything was displayed as well as it was in English. Apart from this, there's a new feature called Color Vision Enhancement that allows you to adjust the colors on your screen based on your color visibility. What's even better is that you can take a test to determine that and have your screen set just right. Speaking of color, the UI is pretty vibrant, whether you're in dark mode or not, and I do appreciate the larger, well-spaced out button design. Now, personalization has always been a big part of ColorOS, and with this latest version, it's been tweaked even further. You can now change the color of your UI based on your wallpaper. It works by using color pickers on your phone background and takes different shades to populate UI icons. You also get more customization when it comes to the always-on display. You can draw patterns or use text and custom images together, but the big addition is portrait silhouette. It isn't something we haven't seen before. In fact, it's the same as the Canvas AOD on Oxygen OS 11 over on OnePlus phones, but still pretty cool for people that love customizing their user experience. Overall, the entire layout is easier on the eyes and feels more cohesive and modern than the previous version. There's fewer redundancies and buttons are placed in a manner that's easier to reach with the thumb. The icons are nicer looking as well, and Oppo has added light and shadow to the icons that gives them a bit of a 3D effect. The Smart Sidebar isn't new. It's a nifty feature to get quick access to useful functions. What is new is Background Stream. It allows you to run the audio from a video app in the background even when the phone screen is locked. Granted, it only works with supported apps, but the one I mainly care about, and I reckon most people will, is YouTube, which you can run audio from in the background without a premium account. Apart from this, you can also use the Smart Sidebar to access Screen Translate, which essentially uses Google Lens to make full screen translations of text in another language, a really handy feature. Now, Android 12 has focused quite majorly on better privacy for its users, and that's been carried over here to ColorOS 12 as well. You get the privacy dashboard that lets you know what app has access to your location, camera, microphones, and other hardware, and at what time. If you feel any app is misbehaving or using permissions it shouldn't have, you can change them from the dashboard itself. Another improvement in the privacy department is indicators for the microphone and camera. This is something we've seen with iOS as well recently, wherein any app that uses either the microphone or camera will display an indicator at the top of the screen. That's not all, you can also access toggles for both of them in the drop-down menu to either allow them to be used by apps or block them completely. Overall, Oppo has made quite a few improvements to how the user interface operates in day-to-day usage. For instance, there's the Quantum Animation Engine 3.0 that makes transitions in the UI look much smoother, and details are also rich. Oppo claims that animations operate on the laws of inertia, and you can certainly see more realistic motion while interacting with the UI. There's also the AI System Booster, which optimizes your RAM and background consumption automatically to provide you with better battery life in the longer run. Speaking of battery life, the power saver feature has been tuned to select default power draining apps and turn them off. Moreover, you can view how much battery life could potentially be saved by turning off other features, including GPS and the AOD, among others. Optimization has allowed Oppo to reduce system aging by a claimed 2.75%, leading to 30% lower memory occupation and 20% lower battery consumption. In India, the ColorOS 12 update will begin rolling out in November when the Find X2, Reno 6 5G and Reno 6 Pro 5G will get the update. The Oppo Reno 5 Pro and F19 Pro Plus will get the update in December. Other phones like the Oppo Reno 4 Pro, Reno 3 Pro and F19 Pro will get the update in the first half of 2022. Phones like the Oppo F19 and Oppo A53 will have to wait until the second half of 2022 for the ColorOS 12 update. For the most part, Oppo has improved ColorOS 12 in a lot of ways, and I feel this is one of the best iterations of the operating system. With the recent OnePlus merger, it seems Oppo has adopted a few good features from the much-loved Oxygen OS and may do so in the future as well. In fact, I'd say ColorOS 12 proves Oppo's dedication to changing its operating system in a big way. And while not all change is good, this certainly is.
Hi guys, welcome to the first impressions of the Realme GT Neo 2 on the EJ Tech Show. In this video, I'll take you through the design and features of Realme's latest smartphone. But before we begin, do like this video and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on the latest in tech. Now, full disclosure, I have already opened this once to set the phone up. But things are mostly intact and you'll still get an idea about what exactly is inside the box. On opening up the lid, you'll see the top insert with the tagline "Exploring the Aesthetics of Technology." Inside is some paperwork and below that is the phone itself. We'll get to that in a bit, but first let's see what's in the layer below. Here you'll find the bundled case, which is quite a nice silicone case and not the usual clear case you get. Good job on that, Realme. Also, here is the 65-watt charger and the cable along with the SIM ejector tool. Realme's design language has really matured from the days of giant tear-to-leaf branding across the backs of their phones, and it's very clear on the Realme GT Neo 2. The phone has a very elegant, understated design that's really classy and easy on the eye. We've been sent the Neo Black color variant. Its rear panel gets a matte finish which looks really nice when it reflects light. There's a small Realme logo on the bottom corner, but no other branding as such. The camera bump, on the other hand, has this mirror-like finish which works really well in contrast to the back. I do like the camera layout with the two big lenses flanked by the small lens and the flash on top. The bottom cutout is just a dummy, but it keeps the symmetry. At 200 grams, the phone feels quite hefty but never unwieldy. The tapered edges on the back make the hand feel quite nice. The side frame is plastic, but it's very premium feeling. On the bottom, you have the charging port, the speaker grill and the SIM tray. The power button is on the right and the volume buttons are on the left, and the top just has a mic cutout. The display has a punch hole camera cutout to the left and pretty thin bezels all around. The GT Neo 2 is powered by the extremely capable Snapdragon 870 chipset, which is a flagship-grade processor and is very fast. In my initial impressions, the phone is lightning fast with general usage, gaming and camera operations. Realme also really emphasizes the stainless steel vapor cooling plus system on this phone. They claim this can lead to up to 18 degrees Celsius reduction in CPU temperature and up to 20% higher efficiency. Ideally, this should lead to more stable performance over extended periods of time and prevent things like frame rate drops after extended gaming. You can get the phone with up to 12GB RAM and up to 256GB UFS 3.1 storage, which is also very fast. The Realme GT Neo 2 is running Realme UI 2.0, which is a lightly reskinned version of ColorOS 11 based on Android 11. Realme UI 3.0, which is based on Android 12, should be available for this phone pretty soon. There's also a 5000 mAh battery keeping the lights on, which should charge up pretty quickly with the included 65-watt super dart charger. The display on the GT Neo 2 is a 6.62-inch Samsung E4 AMOLED panel with Full HD Plus resolution and 120Hz refresh rate. In my initial impressions, I'm very impressed by the colors and brightness as expected from a Samsung E4 panel. A few numbers you should know about this screen. It has up to 120Hz refresh rate, of course, but it also has a 600Hz touch sampling rate, meaning it scans for input 600 times per second. The screen has a peak brightness of up to 1300 nits, which is something you normally see in much more expensive flagships. Clearly, they went all out with the display on this one. In the camera department, the Realme GT Neo 2 has a 64-megapixel main lens along with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide and 2-megapixel macro shooter. Those are decent specs and the phone can shoot up to 4K 60fps video. The Realme GT Neo 2 is a very promising package. It has an extremely fast chipset, a very elegant design and a large battery with fast charging. Stay tuned to the EJ Tech Show for our full review where we'll put this phone through its paces and find out if the experience is in line with the specs on paper.